She loves Chanel CC, designer belt GG, house full of models GG. How many bottles plenty? How many hating men?
Hey, you guys, welcome back to another episode of A Little Kissy Tell. This is your girl Moneybags, and I'm here with my co-host and a new guest.
What's up, y'all? Mr. Hollywood. We in the building today to talk about, some good shit. You know how we do. So,
Back in
y'all
action.
tune in now.
It's your girl Tori. Tori_RX. We are at RX Elites. That's at 153 North Avenue Northeast. You need your hair cut or done or slayed. Just make sure you stop by. Great place. Welcome home. Make stuff at home.
Oh.
And I'm Tony G from King to Queen Talk. Glad to be here. Glad to be home. And we have a special guest.
Yeah.
Let's get to the
what's
special
going
guest.
on? What's going on? My name is Devontae. I'm also known as Devontae the Barber.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it.
Growing. Yeah, absolutely.
You want to plug? You got like a social media handle or anything?
Yeah, my Instagram is follow what pulls you. Everything is spelled correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. I
Absolutely.
love it.
You forgot his
Okay, so for today's sex
Right.
position of the day, y'all, we
Get to
have
it.
resting on a railroad.
Uh-oh.
So this position,
What that look like?
my co-host explained it best.
So just imagine the lady laying on her side as if you're going to do like those little scissor kick type thing with chickas. So you throw that little leg
What it
up
looks like.
and then you tell the man to come
Oh, okay.
in. So then he'll come in and insert in between the two scissors. So
And he's on his side.
he is on
Yes.
his side.
He's on his side.
Yeah.
It
So
looked like that could
Y'all
start
will
from the
see the
side.
picture.
Yeah.
We gonna drop the picture there
Yeah.
for you.
That look like it's lit too.
it does.
No, seriously.
And you're probably hitting spots she ain't never hit before because of the angle that her legs are open. So,
Probably a good angle.
hey, it's all. We talked about that on the other episode.
We
It's
did.
about the angles.
It's
all about the
angles and everything.
Hope I
Yeah.
can try that by next episode. Shit.
All right now.
Okay, so for today's icebreaker game, we're gonna play Dirty Truth. Okay, so what's a dirty phrase you most love to hear in bed?
How dirty? Like
Nasty.
do it gotta be nasty?
It don't have to be nasty.
Could it just
but
be
dirty,
like
in bed,
rude?
having sex.
Whose
I
pussy
just-
is this? I don't know.
I just like rude shit. Like
You like rude?
I like rude shit.
What
like
does that mean?
just like talk crazy.
You like her to talk to you crazy, or you like
You can talk to each other crazy. Both of them.
So what do you want her to say?
Yeah.
Man, she could just basically like speak along the lines of challenging me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
What does it sound like? What wording is she
Yeah.
using?
She's just like fuck this pussy.
Okay.
Something like that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like as if I'm not already, you know.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
He said as if I'm not already doing it. Yeah.
It's really
Okay.
crazy talk. Right.
My biggest, I think what I like to hear is like, let me see. Nut in this thing. Like
Oh,
I like
yeah.
to, I like to be like,
You want to hear that?
I love to hear that. Like you say that, I'm gonna do it. I can control my nuts. So you say that, I'm gonna do it right then.
Yeah, I
Lou.
like to be like.
Yeah.
I don't know if women realize this, but the moment you say as a woman that you're about to come, that is a clear indication that you want me to come.
Yes.
So if you're not wanting that to happen, I need you not to say that. But if you say it,
no,
Good 10 seconds between that.
I'll be like, what the fuck?
yeah, because you got to keep that to
That
yourself.
is a true
Yeah.
subliminal.
Keep it to
That is a
yourself.
true
Yeah.
You say that though, and then the guy's head, we thinking like, all right, 5-10 more seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
10 more minutes.
Exactly.
You said
As women, y'all got to keep that to yourself until y'all have already reached that point.
Right.
Because for a man, there's a switch in the head where you just, it's over.
you speed it up, it's over.
So what about you, Miss Tierra?
Money.
Money.
Damn.
Like,
Okay,
damn.
for me, like I like hearing like stuff like "this my pussy," stuff like that. Like a little toxic shit.
Oh yeah.
No wrong with that.
Always does it.
Yeah.
Why she just looking around like, who's next?
She ain't want to go
I
last.
like to hear like little dirty shit too. I like to hear a man moan, honestly. Like I just like to hear the difference in I think the tones.
Right.
That means I'm gonna throw it back or I'm gonna switch it up if I don't like it. So I'm gonna just make you just
That okay.
That's what I like to do. I
Yeah.
like to hear that.
Like that.
Okay.
It's okay to talk dirty to me, but I don't like that rough shit, like where you push my head into the pillow. Not unless we, we gotta get there.
You got to
like,
ease into that.
Right.
because that, to me, you do it too hard, I might.
Fighting and fucking. Fighting and fucking. That's it.
So does he have to ease into that like each time, or does
no,
it just
like
like if y'all are on that level,
Yeah,
then he
we gotta
can
get
do
on
it?
that level.
Okay,
like,
gotcha.
You know, some people are rough. Like they're super
No, that's
rough.
true.
Yeah.
So you don't
Yeah.
like rough me up
Yeah.
to my liking. Or rough me
Right.
up to the
I'm
last
rough.
bitch liking.
You'll be
like,
mad
don't
at
do
me.
that.
Right.
Maybe, but I might not. Who
Okay,
knows?
I'm rude.
Well,
Slamming posts on walls.
And windows.
Have you ever fantasized about someone not a celebrity while having sex?
Of course.
Yes.
I have to.
Oh.
Damn, that's
It's
bad.
bad.
Not really. Shit.
It's not really bad.
you got to get it how you can get it.
Huh? Your brain it? Okay.
I mean,
You gotta get out. You
You got to get it how you can get it.
think about it like
Damn.
this: if someone is giving you something and you want what somebody else gave you, and you know that just thinking about them is gonna make you just nut. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it
Yes.
Ain't gonna lie,
When I try to expedite my nut, yes.
Yeah,
I didn't
want
went so-
or
so
if I
far
want
as-
multiple nuts, like
Right.
if I don't want that nut from just that person, I want to think about
No,
somebody
some-
else. I can
yep.
nut,
Damn.
and then
So the
it's
person
like,
y'all
okay.
thinking about is just like crazy in bed.
It be like that though.
And probably it's toxic, and you don't really want to deal with them. Yeah.
So you got to fantasize and
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
about
Say
it.
to myself.
No, I was finna say sometimes people leave a mark on you like that.
Yeah.
I was in
That's
that
old
trap
fast
before.
Yeah. Oh,
I had went to Houston and had a good time and like, man, like I came back, found myself like having sex, but looking at this woman picture on the phone. Like I know it was one of those.
So it do be the soul tie.
It'd be the soul ties.
Dang.
Oh, that's real.
Dude.
She had you in one for
That's real.
Not with the picture. With
With the
Okay.
picture.
you was hitting her from behind.
Yeah, animal.
I hope not missionary. And then you lifted
Say, wait 1 second. Hold on 1 minute.
How you see
Oh my god. Okay, so what part of somebody's body do y'all find most sexy?
Where you start?
Oh no, I'm a thigh person.
Really?
The guy's thighs?
Left eyes?
Yeah, like if your
I like your thigh.
if
Okay.
your glutes and your quads.
I
Are
like
big,
thigh muscles.
Yeah,
Right,
like,
yeah, I feel
like
that.
like that right there is nice to me.
Okay.
I don't like no big ass calves and no big
Oh,
ass
no,
booty.
that-
Like
I don't
you
like
can
no
have a
big
small
booty,
butt and
man.
some nice thighs, and
Yeah.
then that'll just be nice to me.
See, I'm
Yeah.
not.
You said what body parts, so I can't say ears and hair.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you know, it's just
Look,
thighs.
I'm totally the opposite. Best friend already know.
You want the calves?
No, the gluteus maximus,
love
like
booty.
Yeah,
booty
of
on female men. Like that's just what I'm attracted to.
love
butt.
some booty.
I love butt. But yeah, I love some butt.
Like ADAR.
Yeah.
How about you, sir?
Oh man, I'm still trying to contemplate. I mean, you know, I like the ass, titties. I like feet.
Okay, what's your fave? What's your fave?
I think the titty because I feel like titties got so much personality to them. Like, you know, like the nipples, like them big pepperoni nipples.
Yeah.
Oh, the pepperoni.
Fuck me
Yeah.
up every
You like
time.
the big one, the
I
big
like the
nipples?
big one.
That is so funny. He said
It's
they
an
got the
intricate-
personality.
What you call areola?
Areola. Yeah.
Areola.
Like damn, you got some big
Silly.
areolas. Then
You
they
don't
wear
like
the
small
joint with the no bra. Like, oh
get
shit, fucking me up.
You like
every time.
the Pierce nipple?
Oh yeah, Pierce. Don't even get me started.
Said,
Oh man, I want mine done so bad.
I would say for me, it just depends on the
when
woman.
I start breastfeeding again, it don't hurt.
I heard it's
And guess what?
crazy
How
hurt.
you heal it? Get in the ocean.
Oh, the salt water.
The salt water.
The salt water. I heard that.
Get in the ocean.
I heard
baby.
that.
Wow.
You heal
Yeah.
it quicker than anything.
Right. I heard that.
What you was gonna say, bro?
No, I was gonna say for me, it just depends on the woman. Like I tend to just
Right.
highlight what's the best characteristic for that particular woman.
That. Okay.
Yeah,
Nah,
so
for real.
like if it's your thighs,
Yeah, I
then
can
that's
take
what
that.
time I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Or
That time.
if it's it could be your smile.
That part of the body.
Nah, hey, I could. That's like a.
That's a good.
Great
That's a
That
great
is.
answer.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just
like
saying.
you can't even like.
Yeah, because I mean, it may be a woman that doesn't have like a fat ass,
Right.
but she got the right proportion of thigh. You
got
understand?
a full
Or
lip.
maybe her face is cute, and maybe she's not, curvaceous, but the face is on point. So it's
Right.
like that's what I'm locking into.
Okay.
So it just kind of depends on the circumstance of the woman.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can trick them though.
Yeah.
Like I be fucking with skinny girls, I make them think they thick.
Come on now. Hey, you gotta speak life. You gotta speak life into her. You understand me? You gotta speak life into her. Yeah.
It's an affirmation.
Yeah, you gotta speak it into
That's
her.
so funny. For me, I would say, just thinking of manly bodies. I'd be loving like pecs on a guy or their muscular arms
So he has to work out.
or a muscular back. Yeah, I do.
You hear the back. You don't hear the back a lot.
Yeah, that does get you.
Yeah, that back, yeah.
That does get you.
I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I
She be
been like
talking.
back, I be like,
Rubbing on it, like not even notice I'm doing it. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
nice little back.
Okay. What's y'all's favorite position? Last question.
Okay, I'll go. I like, ever since I saw Baby Boy and I tried the African squat, that shit is. I like moving around. I like active. I like
That is his
acrobatic.
move, y'all.
No, seriously, and that shit is lit. Like, especially you the right, like it. Yeah, we connected the whole time. Like that shit is. That's you haven't done it. Try it, y'all. The African squat.
African
All
squat.
right. To the guests, sir.
Man, y'all put me on the spot.
Everybody got an answer.
Right, we all gonna answer.
Right.
You know your
I'm just letting
favorite
it develop. Yeah. I mean, I'm going back to bro. It depends on the woman. Because, like, I feel like for some women, right, like you got someone they said they never came before. It's really because they ain't had a position. Maybe she got to be in her stomach to come.
Facts.
So for her, I might like to, from her stomach. But for somebody else, it might be the side that hit their G spot. So
Yeah.
it really
That's
depends
a
on the
grown
woman.
man, y'all, because if y'all ain't noticing stuff like that yet, y'all grown as age is crazy.
Yeah.
Right, that 40-year-old version.
For me,
Yeah,
it's
on
typically
here.
doggy or it can be missionary. Because it
You like
depends
looking
on-
at people? Mm-hmm. You like looking at their eyes?
That's how
Yeah,
you
we
take
like
a soul.
connected.
You understand me? That's how you take a soul.
You can do so much more in missionary. You can put my toes in your mouth while you fucking me and shit. We can kiss,
It's versatile. It's a versatile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a foundational.
If the
Because
face,
that's
Choke
mine.
me a little.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of
if the
missionary.
face ain't right, you turn it around.
You
I
can
don't
turn
want to
it
be
around,
connected.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
My favorite position, I think, like they said, it could be potentially like depending on the partner. But for real, like I could have or say like, oh, I want you to hit it from the back, but like if you ain't doing it, I'm gonna be pissed. Like nigga, throwing your body back, like what the fuck is this? Like okay, so yeah, I definitely think it's probably the person because. Like you said, missionary, they can get into different. It's just so many.
It's so- yeah.
It's so many different positions that your body is thrown into, and you just like, damn,
Right.
You know that shit got go back.
You
Like,
got figure it out.
like, you be like,
Right.
damn. Looking in the mirror like, bitch, you did. Yeah. That's what it is.
And I think it's an intimacy thing. Like for me,
Truly.
like I say missionary
You definitely
because
into the soul.
you looking into the soul.
Like,
Yeah, and it has to be like if it's a person like you really tapped in with. You know what I'm saying? Like you're able to look into her soul to a point where you're seeing every facial expression.
Yeah.
For every motion that you're doing,
Yeah.
she's reacting to it, right? And so you're able then to respond to her reaction.
because you have to think about it. It is two connections, of course, visually, but internally.
Yeah.
And so just that's
You got to tap into that soul.
That's something to be- yeah, that's
you got to
something.
tap into it because a lot of times, like not all the time, but whenever you're doing like back shots or things like that, it's not as personable.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So when you're actually like looking into her eyes, or if you're actually saying little soft things to her and able to tap into what she likes, and here's the other part. When you are missionary, there's other positions you can do while you're missionary. You can turn her on the side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then as you
them
said,
legs
the
up here,
feet,
like
the
we talked
legs,
about,
crisscrossing the legs. You understand me?
Yeah,
There's other
Crossing
stuff. My
and
bad.
stuff.
There's other stuff that you can do with it. So yeah, I would definitely say the missionary. I'm gonna put my stamp of approval on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a question though for the guys and missionary. When y'all are doing y'all thing, do y'all hold y'all weight up with your arms, or do you just
Wait.
throw your body down? Like,
Oh no.
have you ever had that where somebody just drop their
Ooh.
body on you
Damn.
and you trying to like?
Arm.
They think the shit is cute and you like you are
Ooh, that
suffocating.
I think
Nah,
it's
that probably
both.
was,
I
like,
put a
younger
little
years.
weight and arms, but not. Yeah, I
You
think
That's a
basically-
great question,
But
though.
you
Yeah.
basically
You got
use
you
your
gotta get
pelvic.
that. You gotta get that hang out the bed, missionary.
The who?
The hang
the
out the
hang out
bed.
the bed,
and the
missionary.
I
body
talked
bit
about
out
that.
there.
I talked about that on the other show. I
Nothing
talked
wrong
about
with the
that.
hanging out the bed, but you know, like if I feel like if you can't control it while you're on the actual bed, in the middle of the bed, and then you drop your weight, like you're weak in your arms.
So
It's
this
a
is
balance.
Flat
You
on
got,
you and
but
like,
you gotta.
No,
Everybody
it's
body
flared.
different. Everybody body different though.
Yeah.
You know.
and we can't even do eye contact if you all the way down here.
Yeah,
Well, I think it's a balance. Cause what if? Okay, so
You stuck.
no, I'm not stuck. I'm just trying to watch how I word it. Okay, so if her legs are all the way back in missionary, to the point like if she has the ability to touch her shoulders, legs back, and you have her position and pin down the legs,
Okay.
you're putting the body pressure
Yeah, you got
under her knee, right? Where it folds. So you're putting the body pressure right there.
Yeah.
And that's a part of you leaning into it.
Yeah, that's different. You ain't talking about that.
But if it's just the
full fucking force.
Okay.
Of the
Like-
body.
no, you shouldn't be plopping
No,
down.
the legs
He
is
said
back
you
because
feel
at
the
this
whole-
point you
whole
can't
body weight.
breathe. Because if
Oh.
a person, if you think about
Your
it,
legs
if you
is
put your,
poking in and
Yeah.
then his body on top of.
so you almost
Oh.
like pancaked in there.
No,
Yeah, we
there's
be
a
having-
balance.
we do be
You got to
struggling
use
to
your
breathe.
forearms. You got to use your
You gotta,
forearms.
like,
We do be
the
struggling
female
to
be
breathe
trying to
without
throw
doing
the
it.
Yeah.
throw the body
Pressure on
out
the
like
stomach, like, and on my
get
chest.
up off. Like wait a minute,
Shit.
hold on, like I can't.
Yeah, let a bitch
I gotta
breathe.
I feel you.
Gotta tap
But we
it
don't
off.
like when y'all be lazy and lay down on us while you riding.
Right.
Oh.
What you mean?
Who do that?
That shit. Trifling.
Women do that too.
Like they lay their body on you?
Bro, am I talking?
Right. Nah, that's trifling.
Because y'all
Okay,
will be on
so
top
y'all
and then
see
try
ya.
to lay down on our chest while you trying to ride, and we be like, "No, I need you to be up
That is
and
hilarious.
ride." You get what I'm saying? So it works
But that's
both
when you gotta
ways.
fold
We
up.
need y'all
I
to,
could get that.
yeah, we need y'all to
Yeah,
reciprocate.
both. You know.
Yeah.
He would be like pulling.
Do better.
And you be like,
Right? It works both ways.
Okay, y'all, we got to get to the sponsor. We have a sponsor back here today. Happy to introduce back Ben with Tolera.
tell the people what you're pouring.
Here we go. Tolero tequila.
Yeah.
Organic tequila. Reason why it's organic, we don't use any pesticides, no chemicals,
Yeah.
no sugars, no toxins.
Thank you.
Which means to you, no headache, no hangover.
Yes.
You can go to tolerotequila.com. Use promo code Tolero. Get free
Appreciate
shipping and 15% off.
Ew.
Tolero tequila. Tolero means Talero. Tequila. Tequila.
More?
Mas,
He topping it off.
mas senor.
Yes.
So yes.
Oh, wait, let's do our cheers.
Salud.
Cheers. Salud.
Salud.
Salud. Salud.
Yay.
Sip it. He say
Today's
sip
flavor
it.
is raspberry
Nice.
lime.
Raspberry lime. Let's taste it.
All right. Toledo.
Mmm.
Oh, this is delicious.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that one.
I think
So, for today's topic, y'all, we want to talk about, are men even really meant to be monogamous?
Oh my God.
I don't
we gotta let the men answer
Shit.
this. I'll tell you what I feel.
I don't know. Okay, so what is y'all's ideal relationship type and why? Like monogamous, poly, open relationship, open marriage, just a partnership, whatever. Like,
Monogamy.
okay,
Absolutely.
That's your ideal.
Yeah.
That's your fantasy.
and why?
It's not a
Right,
fantasy.
right.
It's real. It's goals. I mean, you know, I'm in my 20s, so of course I'm fucking, and I'm into my career. But eventually, I do plan to be in a monogamous relationship with one woman, and do the family thing. I think as far as structure, I think structure is divine. And, let's just say you in poly. That's two different energies. It's impossible to try to live a life of focus when, like, that desire on that side, it just becomes too much. And I think more than one woman, it's a lot. It's a lot even with just being a hoe and being single.
I believe it. Like,
Let alone
That's fair.
we
trying
a
to
lot
like
handle.
make it a structure. That's crazy as hell. And I just respect structure in a black household. I think it's very powerful, especially when you're raising kids. So when I think about monogamy, I think about
all of that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Thinking
Great
that deep
answer.
into it, but
You said what?
I said I wasn't even thinking that deep into it. Like,
Right, that was a
Right.
great answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
me.
Thank you. She said, "Is that really what you want?"
Because I know most of America going now. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so what were y'all's response?
I would say monogamy. I know how to be monogamy eventually. I came out of an 8-year relationship, and I know I can do it. I just think that sometimes I do get bored. Like,
It's boring.
just to be just to be honest, I do have the urge, but I would then, of course, communicate with my mate and say, you want to, let's try something different. Let's try something. Like, cause I wouldn't be mad if, like, my mate was to, like, even if I'm married, like, just don't fall in love with somebody else. That's a big difference. Like, you just want to try to something new because our same shit maybe it's getting boring. I don't get boring, but I'm just saying. And so
He said he don't get bored. He said, "Let me be clear. I don't get bored."
I don't get bored. I'm always, but I understand. I don't think it's as big as everybody make it out to be. I think again it comes with communication. So if you communicate with me and be like, I just want something else. I would please my my mate, married, specifically, and yeah, because I sometimes I just want something new, and it don't be a connection like I'm in love with that person. I just want to
So you want to stick your dick in something else?
just something else for the moment. Yeah.
So do you think that's all men though? Do you think like every man got that in them?
I'm not gonna say all. I'm gonna say majority.
Right.
I think it's a percentage of men that out there that loves to be committed. And again, I think is with upbringing, like in a household, you living with your mom and dad. I think you're gonna be different than a person living with a single mom.
Right. Hell yeah.
Or even your dad taking care of you and you don't have a mom. I think it's different with the people, with the person,
With the upbringing.
Yeah, the upbringing.
Sure.
He said that it just opened me up. Like I'm like, damn, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say for me, I don't think monogamy is natural for man or woman.
Right.
That's my opinion. But what works best for me is monogamy, because I've put it like this: I've experienced the world at this point, and I'm 37. So before I was 30, I had already been in 10 or 12 different countries. Before the age of 30, so I've experienced life. I've experienced life, and so what I found out was that connection is more important to me, because you could go find another woman in order to lay on her back, but the sensation, and I think what women miss, and I don't want to veer too far off, just because a man nuts doesn't mean it was good. Right?
Wow.
And so
that's
if you have a connection with the woman, it's a different sensation for you. It's a different type of connection. And so for me, even if I'm dating, like I'm in a relationship now, but before that, if I was just dating, I'm not going to tell the girl, but I'm going to say I personally will just concentrate on her. I wouldn't tell her because then she's going to think it's more than what it is. But I like to be focused on one person because basically, like he said, different energies, different, personalities.
Right.
Like, ain't nobody got time to balance all that. Like, for one woman is enough because I still got to figure out, like, okay, when are you going to be on your menstrual cycle?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What irks your nerves? You know what I'm saying? How do you like it when you like it? Like, I need to know all these things. And so if I have multiple women that I'm dealing with, like, that is OD for me. But, yeah, so monogamy for me is where it's at. But it takes discipline and a choice, and men have to get in that space, and a lot of times women will try to force that upon someone who is not in that space.
Right.
Yeah, nah,
So
seriously.
he
though.
has to be in that
That's the
space.
key.
That's a
That's
huge
it.
underline.
Very
That's
true.
it.
So when you said that, you said something at the beginning of what you said. You don't feel like men or a woman are meant for. What do you mean? Can you touch
So when it comes to monogamy, I mean, even if we go date back to the Bible, there was not monogamy in the Bible.
Right.
People had multiple wives. Men had multiple wives, right? And so I think we kind of miss that in interpretation of the Bible and things like that, which is fine. I think it's more of a European thought process
Yeah.
that comes with monogamy and things like that. But I think there's a place for monogamy. But I think you have to find a person that is in the space of monogamy.
Right.
And a lot of times, like I said before, we try to push that upon someone who is not in that space. And then you try to label all men as being dogs. No, the men that you're dealing with are dogs because they're not in that space.
Right.
But if you find a man that is in the space, meaning he's experienced life, right? And there are men who can deal with multiple women. There are men who can even fall in love with multiple women. But you have to know the man that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And so for me, I prefer monogamy. I prefer to have a connection because here's the thing: what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if I say I would want to have multiple women, why would you not have multiple men?
That's what I don't.
Exactly.
And I ain't about that life. I ain't about that life. You understand me? I'm not built that way.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to jail.
that.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like,
So
why
I don't play that
would
game.
you
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. For me, yeah, I believe and want monogamy, but I want it with like he got to be open sexually, like and
To
it's
multiple
still-
partners, or what is
You
open?
mean like open is for? I'm sorry to just.
Because open means a lot. So I just want to know. I want to know what open
I would
means.
say I would have
To
said
allow her
open
to-
relationship in that case, but
Open
Right.
to allow her to explore.
Yeah.
To both of them to explore.
yeah, like we gotta be.
That's a thing.
Going to the the sex
Oh,
clubs
yeah, okay,
and all
yeah.
that type of stuff. You know,
That's
like,
important though.
I want to get
Yeah.
washed. I want to do this. I want to
Right.
do it here. I want to do it there. I want to try that. Like he got to be open,
Right.
just sexually in that realm of things.
Yeah.
So have you experienced men that are open to that, or is it hard to come across a guy that is actually open to what you're open to?
I feel like I haven't had like a grown relationship. Like the one that I just had was only 2 months, but it was like the one before that was my college relationship that went
Gotcha.
to my earlier adult years. So it's like I don't know, but I feel like I would in this age or whatever because like the men that I'm dating or whatever, then they seem a bit more open than what we were doing like back in our
That's fair.
yeah.
Because he probably experienced life.
Right.
And when you experience life, you're more open and prone to try different things.
True.
And you're not really, affected by the outside
Yeah.
commentators.
Exactly. And opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Miss Tori?
Y'all save me for last. I think at this day and age, I'm on more so the monogamy side. I can't say in the past I was just like, okay, I want to be in a monogamous relationship. But then I also want just to explore. I want to be free. Like I just want to just do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it,
And that's how I
and with
feel.
no ties. Like I
Yeah.
mean, like, and I don't think that nothing is wrong with that. I just think that going through the stuff that I went through when I was in a space of monogamy, now that I'm in the space of monogamy, it's like I want polygamy or I want
Right.
polyamorous. Like I want to try different things to
Right.
see if it's something I actually want.
Right.
Just to try it out.
Yeah, just to try it
But
out.
is that because you didn't go through a whole phase? Because I feel like everybody should go through a whole phase.
I think so too.
The 20s is your whole phase.
Yeah, but I mean, did
Not
you
all
go
the
through
time.
that though? You might not
Right, you
have
could've been in a
gone through that,
relationship.
and that's why you
Right.
want the other
I think
stuff.
I was respectful to my body, but
Mm-hmm.
what's a whole phase for you? Because my whole phase may not be.
It's all circumstantial. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, yes, I was detached when I was younger,
Mhm.
but I'm still detached as an adult.
Mm.
So it's like, it's kind of like, I don't know if it was upbringing. I don't know if it's just not saying there's nothing wrong with me. I don't think it's nothing wrong.
No, it's
but
nothing
wrong.
I could just be completely detached from people and their feelings and the sexual desire to want to just be committed to one person. Not saying that I'm not committed, because I am. I'm in a committed relationship. I've been in this relationship almost 4 years. So it's just like at that point in time, if I do feel like I need to do something, I would literally like separate.
So can you turn it off and on is the question. Like, because you're in a committed relationship, so can you turn off the detachment style in order to connect to the partner, or are you just like still on the same channel of I'm detached?
I think people can still be detached and still be committed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think it's-
depending on
You
the circumstance,
can.
you
And I
can
just
for
think
sure.
It's I want to be, this person that's like just completely in love and head over heels, but I just don't know if I can get there.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm in that same space, G.
Wow.
Yeah, detachment is like you want to give affection, you want to focus on this person, but it's like they try to come on to you and just be like, it's like
guard
cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
is
like
that
a
based on
guard, it's
past
like a
hurt?
detached. It's kind of just like sometimes you be into yourself, but sometimes you really just trying to figure out like, is this really what the fuck I want?
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
like, it's just,
Damn, so
And
y'all
that's
just ain't
natural. I think
living.
that's
No,
It's
think-
natural,
I
but
think it's a part of it.
I think that we're living.
gotta
I think it's just
live.
a part
I think-
of it.
yeah, I think it's a part of
I
it.
think it's just a phase that I'm particularly in.
Yeah.
And
First of all, I like how this blue goes with
thank
the-
you, girl.
It's cute.
Shout out to Devontae and his sweatshirt.
Oh yeah.
Yes. it's
Um,
dope sweatshirt.
I don't know.
Thank
I
you.
just think, and I think it's gonna backfire if he hears it. But I've tried to talk about it. So
okay.
But do you think that?
Appreciate you for your
Yeah, the vulnerability.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But do you think that like if you work on the healing of whatever's causing that defense mechanism, that will allow you to connect to your partner even more than what you've already connected?
it's something I battle with daily. It's something I don't know. I don't know how to fight it. I don't know how to get past it.
Okay.
Like I don't know how to.
You're right.
Well, the first step is at least saying that you're fighting against it, right?
Yeah.
So it's at least opening the door to say, I want something different than what I'm already doing.
Right.
And so it gives room to just explore those feelings and those ideas that say, I want a deeper connection than what I already have.
Yeah.
Right. And so there's not a right or wrong, but it's just opening the door to say, I want something deeper.
Right.
I think I'm afraid. Like I think you get
That's
to a
real.
point where
You've been hurt in the past.
yeah, just
Yeah.
not necessarily relationships, just family.
People.
Just life
People,
period.
peopling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it gets to a
real.
point where you just don't know how to like be. I'm myself, so don't get me wrong. Like I'm always myself, but I don't know how to love him unconditionally without hurting him, or to think that he won't understand. So if he doesn't understand me, he can't understand why I think. Like we had battles with even conversations and questions that I put down, and he'll come back and so this is how you think, and it's like no, like you can't judge me based on me being a part of a podcast,
Right.
and this shit I just want to know that people think
Right.
like this.
Right,
Like,
right.
I just want to know, like, it happens. It has happened before. I've seen people who do it. Like, so I'm just curious to know with the people, like, do this happen?
Right.
Because not me per se having these thoughts. It's just the people. I'm looking on a broader
Scale.
scale, and I think some people are very closed-minded.
They are.
And he may
They
have
are.
that. He may have that thought because he may feel like you're not completely showing your whole self.
Right.
Right. So whenever you're building up those boundaries, whether intentionally or unintentionally, it says like, okay, you're not connecting. And so if you take that time to heal whatever it is, because we all got something to heal from. That's not Tori. That's everybody. That's everybody watching. So know that it's everybody. But if you actually heal through that, it allows you the opportunity to connect on a deeper level. Because all it is defense mechanisms. That's all that is just saying, I don't want to be hurt.
Right.
So if I open up too much, it allows you the opportunity to hurt me.
Or let me down.
Or judge me.
let me down.
Or let you down. Like all of
Or
that.
not meet my
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
Not come with.
And
yeah.
those are real thoughts. Those are real feelings. But I think like if you work through that for yourself, And if you trust the person that you're with, it may be a slow increase in that, but it at least allows the opportunity to go deeper and further into your connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
That was some real deep conversation.
Some days
Therapist mode,
some
like-
days I do think, I want not necessarily multiple partners, but I just want to just do me.
You want to do your thing?
Yeah.
I feel you.
I mean, honestly,
Like,
like,
That's freedom.
I
We
feel
gotta
like-
move on to the next question, though.
yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
Okay, so do you think monogamy is natural instinct for men?
No, bro just said it.
He
Yeah.
No,
I don't think it's natural for men or women.
Just as
He said
a
for men only.
just as a man, right?
Not a lot of men think that.
Yeah, I don't think it's
But
natural either way.
Y'all don't think it's so?
As
Do you think it's natural for men and women?
I'm starting to think no. After talking to a homegirl the other day,
Yeah.
she was supposed to be here today too, and she just had great points on, like men are put here to procreate. So it's like they have that animal instinct of like.
And speaking of animal instinct, like I talked to you about this, I was reading some on a plane, and it was just saying like other species don't commit to
Yep.
to other.
There's
like,
only a handful of
Yeah.
mammals that actually commit to one, and I think a dolphin may be one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
but
the
it's
next
a
one,
handful.
dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a handful of
Yeah.
mammals.
And
Yeah,
Penguins.
Yeah.
and penguins.
penguins. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I loved penguins and dolphins.
I feel like
Pandas.
And I love a panda.
Yeah.
Y'all see my panda?
what?
Come on now.
Okay. Okay. So, what are y'all thoughts on the phrase "black men don't cheat"? Because we know y'all do. I don't even know why y'all stand on this shit.
I'm gonna let them go because
Next
I'm very
question.
passionate about this.
I know.
I'm very passionate.
Please.
I'm gonna let them go first.
Please.
Please, what?
Next question.
Plead the fifth.
My brother
But
got.
I'm
Come on,
taking
brother.
it.
I know you. Come on.
Y'all
Wait.
plead the fifth.
Okay. Wait, I'm sorry. Can you say that?
Oh
again?
boy,
I
he's
don't wanna fuck
adjusting
this up.
himself.
I don't want to fuck this up.
Get ready for a lie. Don't play for me. Like,
What does it mean to me? What does the phrase mean to me?
Yes.
I think it's taking pride in being a black man who doesn't cheat. I don't know, man. People in these fucking memes these days.
I know.
Like, stay on my business.
Right. He said, "Stay on my business."
I don't black man the same way you black man. I do it differently.
So let me ask you. Okay, so how long have you been single?
Not that long. Like,
Okay.
I was it's a whirlwind right now. But let's just say like 6 months.
Oh,
I've been single the whole 2023.
Okay. So,
Is that 6 months? 5 months?
About.
It's May.
It's
Yeah.
about
Yeah, about 6 months.
so did you hang with mostly single guys at the time, or like?
I be hanging with these married niggas in here, man. That was like, damn, I fucking need me a family. Like,
I love that. You see
know.
how you thought that by hanging around
yeah.
men with
And he's
families?
younger. So,
Yeah.
I think, like,
that's a
single
good-
people-
I think that's a thing too. Like if you're hanging around a bunch of hoes and
Yeah.
singles and whatnot,
Yeah.
you're gonna
It's-
develop that same
Right.
frame of thinking and wanting to be out here fucking multiple bitches and da-da-da.
Being
You
single
don't
is
like
think
being
so?
married. Like
Being
I think
single-
you need to hang out
For
with more
men, we
married
talking
couples.
about.
Oh,
Right.
okay. I was about to say, I don't know, because me, I'm not a man, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
talking about the men.
Yeah,
So
like,
it's
I
about
don't
the
know.
men, girl.
being single.
No, here's the thing. If a man is a cheater, he's going to cheat.
always-
It
All
doesn't
men
matter.
cheat.
No, I'm gonna correct that term.
All
I'm gonna
men
correct the
cheat
black
or
men
are
don't
going
cheat
to
thing.
cheat or have
But
cheated.
I'm saying that as it relates to a grown man,
Mm-hmm.
a grown man who is comfortable within himself, an alpha male who is a leader and not a follower.
Facts.
If he's going to cheat, he's going to cheat based upon his own thoughts and ideas,
Right.
not based on what everybody else is doing.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
So that's number one. As it relates to black men don't cheat, I feel like as a boy you do childish things, but as a grown man you start to walk in your calling of who you've been called to in the household. And so you understand what discipline is, you understand what leadership is, you understand a covering of your household. And so as a man, just because you're 40 years old does not make you a man. That makes
It
you
sure
an
does
older boy.
Fact.
with some hurt.
You
Still
understand?
you're a male.
Like
Got a
you
backstory.
Yeah, so it's like you have to know who you're dealing with, and a lot of times women will deal with boys and call them men, but you haven't evaluated that boy in order to figure out if he is a man. You understand? So it's like for me, it comes down to discipline. Black men don't cheat. if you're walking in your masculinity and you're walking in who you are as a man in your household. A black boy will cheat. You understand? And of course there are nuances to it. You know what I'm saying? There's no blanket statement for it. But I feel like women cheat more than men. So I just want to leave it right there.
Wait
y'all are not innocent.
Hold up.
No,
Flag
y'all
on the
not
play.
innocent.
We ain't say we was innocent,
Yeah.
but more
All I'ma
women
say-
I
cheat
think
more.
so. Yeah.
Women are
They do
better
it in a way-
at it.
Y'all do it in a
Yeah.
way.
They're better at
They
it.
Y'all wanna know
They're
what I used to
smoother
say?
at it.
Yes.
Y'all wanna know what I used to say when I used
What?
to be like,
That's a lie.
if I ain't got caught, y'all ain't see shit. I ain't shit.
That's what I'm
And that's
saying.
why, yeah.
And women will
It's
tie
not
their
our
friends.
case right now.
I'm just saying.
No.
They're real
I don't
strategic.
agree with that
Y'all are
shit.
so strategic with all of that.
I do not agree with that.
This is a very short
So you've
story.
been cheated on
Yeah, very
multiple
short story.
times with different women. Like,
No.
relationships?
That's too much.
What you
No,
mean?
I'm saying a specific
Where's the
story.
proof?
A girl said to me, "I didn't cheat on you." Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "I got proof. I know you cheated, blah, blah, blah." She had a friend who is a girl
Mm-hmm.
and a dude both call me in order to back up her story. I believed her story for about a good 4 to 5 months.
Damn.
Then her sister got mad at her. Her sister
Mm-hmm.
texted me and said, "Remember when she said she didn't cheat on you?"
Oh, she petty as
Well, guess what? She paid those people in order to call you and tell you everything that they told you. It's
First of all,
strategic.
I shouldn't have to pay my friends.
I'm finna say,
It's,
damn.
well, you probably didn't pay the girl, but you would have had to pay the man.
That's
No,
crazy.
she went too far.
But I say that to say women are more strategic. A man ain't gonna be able to plan all that out. He
It's
gonna
crazy because if you
Y'all
caught
don't.
the
We don't
relationship-
be
I
playing
feel
out
like we
cheating
do it
out like
better.
that.
We
Yeah,
don't
y'all do it
more
better.
than y'all.
Yeah.
We don't do it more than y'all.
because you do it
More
better.
men are
Y'all more
cheating than
It
efficient.
women.
equates to more. It equates to more.
No, that's not how that works.
It may be equal. but
Nigga
I know
think
a
about
lot
It
of
might
women-
be equal.
A lot of women do. They be doing.
They be out here.
They be out
And they will have their best friends backing them up, their
Yeah.
mama backing them up. They will have everybody backing their
mama?
story.
How the
Oh
mama
yeah.
doing it?
Listen, if a
Okay.
woman is doing this, she gonna have it locked in.
Right.
When women cheat on you, they're sewing you now.
Damn.
That's probably true too.
Oh,
Shit.
crazy.
So while we talking about cheating, how many times is too many if you were cheated on? Like,
If you cheat on me, we can stay together, but you gotta know,
dick and bitch.
we might as well break up.
He
Damn,
outside.
you getting back.
He outside.
And I'm gonna get back at
my
it,
whole
too.
mindset gonna change.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about
Why
like what's
stay in a relationship then?
that's the whole thing. Sometimes it be hard, and you gotta like let them down
It's
easy.
called soul ties.
Right, for real. It
When
be
you
hard.
tied in there, it's like you don't want to let go, but
I'm telling
you about
'cause
to get this
women-
work.
One of these women, especially Virgos, I don't know if any Virgo will bust your fucking head. You try to lead them. They ain't ready to go,
Damn.
Them
Yeah.
Pisces ain't so nice either.
man. Tell you. So you gotta
Sagittarius
make your escape plan.
The
men.
be like,
You said Virgos do what now?
Yeah, they crazy. Virgo. I say Virgo
Virgo.
women. I say Virgo women.
Virgo women.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Ooh. I don't know. Like, I'm with him. Like, I
You
think
gonna get back?
I'm gonna get back. I'm petty. Yeah, I get back. But again, it will never be the same. But again, if it was communicated, it'll be different.
So communicating in
me
what way?
finding-
what you mean? Like communicating?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
hey,
just-
I'm unhappy. I'm this. I'm
Just
that.
something,
and then
just
you
to
did
let
it.
me, even an innuendo, just to let me know
Shit.
of any
That in your window
unhappiness.
hurt.
Before,
It does, but I like
the-
to, as a Scorpio, I like to hear. I don't like to find shit out. I'd rather for you to be transparent, like especially if we're soul tied, be transparent, be
Yeah.
vulnerable.
So he was complaining about certain things and then cheated, and you're saying that's the communication. Or are you saying like after he cheated, he like, well,
Say
I
you cheated.
didn't like
That's,
that.
talk to me before, like
Before.
before.
I'm about to cheat.
I don't think it'll be.
I'm about to cheat.
But, and you don't even-
Tonight, I'm about to be outside.
but not even that. You
I feel like sometimes
you
gotta
get
leave it
innuendos.
open.
You get innuendos, and you kind of know when a person is unhappy.
Sometimes that energy show too.
it does.
Like
Oh, that was show before the word show.
energy.
Yeah.
It does.
But what if the person's telling you and you still ain't even like you're not?
And that's what
grasping?
happens most of the time in relationships.
People don't get it.
Yeah, they don't
until you
listen.
fuck somebody else, they be like, why you ain't tell
And
me?
y'all be butthurt. Men be butthurt after
Like,
a
what?
cheat.
Can I tell you?
Women, we still will
That
take
shit-
your
that shit
dumb
sting.
ass back, our dumb
You
ass.
be like, damn, did you suck his dick
and give
too?
you another damn
Like,
chance,
what?
and then y'all do what the fuck.
You like, oh,
But
nah,
truth
I
be
can't.
told, I think men do the same
Did
thing.
you suck his dick?
That fuck you up right there. Damn, you put
That
you
was
left.
somebody say. He was like, "Damn, did you suck his dick?"
Like,
Like,
Oh yeah, when you
They
find
be
out
in the
those
head,
details,
like-
yeah.
Like,
But
you
y'all
said-
don't think we think
God,
about all
like,
that
you
shit
said-
either?
you did,
That
you
shit
did
be
that
tough.
I
shit.
guess because like when I did mess with women, like I think it's just the internal of the woman.
He says this all the
I
time.
do like. I think it's so. I will say it's different, just because like with us being external, y'all. I don't want anybody going inside my puss. Like that's just a.
Because he thinks
you-
it's like the dick being the external and we internal. He's saying going in you.
Yeah.
He thinks it's major difference.
I think it's a difference. Like with.
a lot of men do.
I really do.
A lot of men
like
feel like
I could be
it's
wrong. This is
internal.
my opinion, but I
like
just.
cheating. Period.
I just don't want nobody
Cheating
fucking
shit.
my pussy. Like that's.
It's
We don't want nobody having our
That's
dick.
mine.
Well, I
It's
think
ours. That's how we think too.
Yeah.
So I mean, we fall in love most of this. Like we
Know
fall
what?
in love easier and off emotions and affection and all
Right.
that stuff
Right.
more than men. So we really be butt hurt.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask
But-
this: do you think that you would be more affected if a man cheated emotionally, or do you think you would be more affected if he cheated physically?
That's a good ass question.
We had
Ooh,
that
shit.
topic
Emotionally,
before.
Ooh.
for sure. Yeah.
Because
Men,
men,
y'all say emotionally.
no, we say physically.
I say,
No.
it-
I would say emotionally.
I would say like
The
you
pillow
cheat-
talking. They hate when you fucking pillow.
Nah,
talking. They think that
I
you
don't care
pillow
what
Trying
you
to make
said
my
to that
business.
man. If his penis was in your mouth,
Wow.
that's a different conversation. I don't
That's
care if
good,
y'all
right?
just were talking to each
I
other
prefer
and
that.
y'all just whispering sweet nothings, and that means
True,
nothing
true,
What
to
you
me.
say, Devontae?
man,
Physical or emotional shit?
I'm an emotional person.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know though.
Saying I love you to this nigga.
Cause you gotta
That's-
kiss
that's
her
different.
though.
That's so
I don't
different.
care about that. You gotta kiss her.
See, here's the
But if y'all
detachment.
licking
See,
on
like
a bitch pussy and then
the
you come
detachment
kiss
in me,
us, we gotta
like-
kiss you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's the same
What makes
shit.
you think that?
honestly though,
yuck, yuck, yuck is not all over
I'm just
my
too
face or
detached
in
though
my
to
brain.
like really care. Like if a woman cheat on me, I'm like, I probably expected that. You know, that's just me as just a detached being.
Right.
I kind of understand. So it's kind of hard for me to really be hurt because I probably not already thought about the shit and been hurt about it. Like, okay, it's finally happened.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Libra.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I remember
Get
like,
along so well. My
man,
son, we like this.
The Libra, yeah.
man.
He close to school.
You can see that shit coming too though. You like, shit, not with him, the short nigga.
So emotionally, like you would be more affected than if she was to say she just had sex with a one night stand and it was nothing.
No,
She
I
just
don't
sucked
think
his dick
No,
from the
let
back.
no answer.
I think either way though, cause like let's just say, look, I'm fucking with a girl, and she go out, and she with her friends, and she actually let's just say it's a weekend. She's supposed to be with her mother, fucking having a tea party and shit. And like I come over her house, she says she's not there. Her car isn't there. But I come over just to check, just because I may have found the nigga Twitter
Yeah.
who you been fucking
Yeah.
with. He's
Right.
tweeting about you,
Yeah,
and I pull the fuck up.
yeah.
And like you in here, you
I've
talk
done
to the
it.
door,
Uh-huh.
nipples hard.
Wow.
It's like, damn, am I really upset? It's like, no, like you did what made you happy. I'm more upset that you lied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I-
Oh,
It's like that. It's like, damn, like you really think I'm that
Definitely
fucking
right.
stupid? Like,
Wow.
like fuck him. That's
It's the
this is
vibe.
a root. This is a root of a deeper issue.
Right.
Before
Right.
before you cheated, you fucking lied.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't make it about him. It's
Yeah.
about her. Yeah. No, that's
That
real.
is definitely me.
That's
Like,
Yeah.
Like it's the lion.
It's like you fucking lied to me.
Devontae?
I'm 26.
Oh, you a young buck.
Oh, he young. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you still got some.
Fuck that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I was ready to bust some shit.
I was about to say 26. Yeah.
Fucking y'all up.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 year
up.
difference.
96.
Man. All right.
Damn.
That's really good. Okay. Do you think you can handle? Wait. Do you think that women can handle a man's truth if he says that he loves her, but does not want to be monogamous?
Hell yeah,
No.
I do.
No.
I do because
Y'all
I'm
do?
telling you, look.
On Jesus Christ from Nazareth, born in Jerusalem,
Sean Double.
We got two no's.
women
Yeah.
cannot
We
handle that.
got three
Yeah.
men no's and two men
I
yes.
feel like
I think it just all boils down to the maturity of the woman. You know,
It is.
like
It's
I think
like
so too.
It is.
because
it's like a self love. I'm sorry. Go
I think-
ahead.
I think what she's saying is-
because
Yeah.
what if
Yeah.
like I've been in that predicament where somebody told me they love me, they didn't want to be in a relationship, and I'm like, how could you not want me? Like, nigga, what? And then I thought about it
That
and was
part.
like, okay, let me figure out what I want to do then.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same sense, I know he gonna come back every night. We gonna be chilling every night. I can get some consistent dick every night. You know what I'm saying? I can still do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
I can be outside. I can text whoever I want to text. I know what time he's gonna text me. I know what time we gonna link up, and it
Right.
was just lit
Because
Like,
he was okay with you still doing your thing.
It was because he was honest up front. You know, so when he was honest up front, I didn't have to feel as though I was betrayed and lying.
True.
And cheating.
I feel
For real
Right.
though. I'm telling you
I'd rather know
Type
that.
of thing.
Yeah,
Like,
that
I was
honesty-
just cool.
that
But a
honesty
lot
get
of
you there.
times,
Yeah.
a lot of times men don't want you doing the same thing that they're doing.
Most of the time.
And he
Most
we
of
don't
the
want to know
time.
about the shit.
Most, I ain't want to say it, but most of the
most of the
time.
time.
For real though.
Yeah.
So that was a different scenario. I guess because y'all weren't like in a relationship. Like
Oh, trust
y'all
me,
were
they-
just fuck buddies, basically.
people double back and they be wanting to be in
Oh,
relationships.
nigga, all the
You be like,
time. They always
I feel
double
like-
that.
Not what the fuck you
All
wanted
the
in the
time.
beginning.
Niggas do that shit a lot.
Right. Sometimes though, like as men, when we understand our power, we'll be in a relationship with you for a little while to fall out. And now we're in this whirlwind where we still fucking. I'm not monogamous.
Right.
But you probably the type of person you just want to fuck with one nigga, so you don't want to go and waste another body. You might as well just keep fucking me. And it's like, you know that we're not together, so I'm not
Yeah.
just
Didn't move on or nothing.
right. So then they get in this whirlwind and just like, damn.
Wow. None of that.
I know that's some toxic shit. Bro.
I personally don't think that most
But having
women
no
can
relationship,
handle it.
I don't have relationship. Like if we say like you want to talk about what, we're not
be-
going nowhere. We're not being seen outside. It ain't none of that shit. Like it's no.
Confusion.
But to Tony's thing, I think some women do handle it. They just don't. I guess with
Some women
Tyler
are
label
niggas.
it, like you said, she know when he's gonna be there, the text and all of that. She's getting the benefits of, I guess, a great lifestyle, just hypothetically. A lot of women tend to.
Shit, that's some of our grandmas.
And that's especially back
Yes.
in.
Oh my
Really?
God.
Back in the
my
day.
grandpa, I had an auntie I didn't even know about. He had 2 extra kids and stuff, but she
Yeah.
stayed knowing that he was gonna be there. The house is taken care of. You
Tell
know,
us.
so
But a lot of
women
times
do it
that
all the
is
time.
a lot of times
Sure.
in back in the day, and I'm speaking for somebody who my sister's 4 months older than me, and we don't have the same mother. Okay, so I'm speaking for that. So a lot of times that's unspoken communication, right?
For real.
And so you have arrived to the idea that he's going to be him and do him. And so you either going to accept it or not accept it.
Right.
But a lot of times,
Right.
at least from my perspective, from what I've seen, right? At least from what I've seen, if a man was to say that to a woman, right, a lot of times they would not be receptive to that.
Right.
Because emotionally, they're going to be more tapped in than physically. And a lot of times for men are going to be physical with women and not have any emotional connection. So it's like I can go have sex with Susie and Jane and Trina and not think anything of it. I'm not tied to it. But over here, Susan, I can have a emotional connection with her and be locked in with her, and that's who I really want to be with and share multiple levels of relationship and intimacy with. But a lot of times women, in my experience, they cannot handle the conversation that says, look, I love you, but I don't want to be monogamous to you.
Okay.
That's just been
But
my experience.
okay, so when they say that, are you saying like I'll be monogamous to somebody else? I feel like it's like kind of like worth it because that's what's going through a woman's mind sometimes.
Well, that's the honest truth.
Okay.
Because the truth is, there for every man that is hoeing out in the streets, there is a woman that will turn his life upside down and have him in the house being Susie homemaker.
Listen to Kim.
Because there's something that she has that other women don't have, and a lot of times it's not tangible. It's not something that you can put your finger on and say, well, she did this or she did that, and that's what has him. It's multiple things that build up and timing of where the man is in his life, and then it allows him to say, okay, this is the woman that I'm going to settle down with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so next question. What do y'all feel is a true cause as to why less people, not even just men, are having less hope in marriage or even being in a relationship and believing in true love and living the happily ever after?
Social media.
Man, I was gonna say
They
Instagram.
outside because ain't nobody locked them up,
G ain't gonna
though.
lie.
I think it's social
Everybody
media.
outside.
Social
I agree with
social
Tori.
media, too.
I agree with
Social
Tori.
I've
media.
been saying this shit for
Social
forever. I think
media.
I think
that's
so
it.
many people are so accessible to
Yes.
the internet and what
Yep.
is out there and outside of
Yep.
Georgia
Their own
and
city.
Atlanta and whatever it
Yes.
is. It's the lust of wanting to be in
Yes.
somebody else's shoes.
Real.
So if you can't
Yep.
be in somebody else's shoes, you're gonna create this mental mindset that you think that you somewhere else and you're
Yep.
not. And then when you get in relationships, it's all a fantasy. So
Yes.
it's
Yep.
not
That
realistic,
part.
and then you're like thinking that I should get this.
You thought it was supposed to be rainbows and
Right.
Yeah,
Land,
yeah.
like all that shit.
So I
Social
think
media
it's-
fuck us
it's
I agree with
definitely
that.
I
like
think
the
that
internet.
too.
Yeah.
If you take 30 days out of your 30 to 60 days, cut all social media out, I guarantee you your social life will be a lot better. It'll be a lot smoother. It'll be less anxiety, like less just everything. But
Yeah.
I think that's what's the number one
I
thing.
agree. Everybody wants things popcorn and everything is at the
100%.
tip of your fingertips.
That's
You
it,
just
literally.
be on the phone.
Literally.
Talk to somebody in Dubai,
Yeah.
Dominican Republic, all across
Nah,
the
real.
world.
Man, look, I was literally on a date with this woman, and I'm just filling out, do you like to travel? She's like, I like to be in the airport with my nigga. I'm like,
What?
I'm just trying to ask you about you.
Right.
But it let me know that she got this mindset, like, this is my.
I'm confused myself. Like what?
So she got a nigga or what?
I'm like, look, she's posing herself as a single woman, but I'm asking her this regular vague ass question, and she got real specific. So it let me know, and also just looking at the things she was wearing, like maybe she like buys into this superficial lifestyle of like a relationship is supposed to look like.
Relationship goals that
Right,
she's seen
we
on
traveling,
TV.
we spending money on each other. She mentioned the Birkin a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to, what you call it, innuendos.
Yeah.
She like,
She
yeah,
said
bitch,
some
bye.
Birkin innuendo, and she had the shirt closet full of bags. But I'm just thinking like,
She
damn.
probably didn't pay for him.
Oh, wait, so you made it
I'm
back to
knowing.
her crib.
Yeah,
It's what
yeah, yeah. I hit that thing. I had to see what
Yeah. Had to see what it was hitting on.
She just
the closet full of
No, I'm looking at her bag. I'm in her closet naked. Like, damn, she really got all these bags.
Okay, that way.
Discoveries, yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all, so I have to slide this question in. Do you think upbringing is it because for me, like upbringing has to do a lot with not being monogamous? Because I think me watching my stepdad didn't have any type of like good things for me growing up. Because I used to see him cheat. We caught him cheating
Yeah,
so
I
many
agree
times.
with that.
Yeah.
Wait, I caught him cheating so many times. I'm like, well, damn. And
Wow.
then she kind of knew. I kind of tried to. Me and my brother tried to kind of like tell her, and we did without really saying it. But she
Wow.
knew. But she stayed. And so seeing when me
Seeing
growing
that.
up, and especially during my horny high school days, I'm seeing all this. I'm like,
Right, you're
shit.
18.
If they gonna stay,
Yeah.
might as well cheat.
Right.
And so,
that what y'all be
and that's
thinking?
my question. I'm like, do you think that has an effect on a lot of men? A lot
I
of
think
a lot
so.
of black
Hell
men
yeah.
don't have fathers present, and then the ones that do have fathers present, the father's doing the mother wrong, and so when it's
What
time
about,
for you,
what about the women that don't have the mothers present?
Yeah.
that too.
I think
think,
it does
man-
have a lot to do with your upbringing and being raised in a home that has like a great, happy, married family, or
Happy,
you know,
right,
yeah,
right.
happy.
Right.
I
Like you
definitely
ain't
got
seeing
a
them get
rebuttal.
slapped around or
For
get
real.
cheated on. I think that
Me
does.
too, Tori. I'm
'Cause
gonna
that's,
I
let you
definitely
go.
have a rebuttal.
that's the thing that you, I feel like you start to accept. So like if you saw like the abuse and things
Yes.
like that, you slick end up going after those type of men, or you know, like vice versa. That's
That's just
my
a
thought.
question. I don't know.
I think
No, that's a good
belief.
question.
Belief is like power. It's like you see a black family. Like, do you really believe that could be you? Do you really think you could be in a monogamous relationship with kids and whatever so have you? But like for me personally, just like my belief was fucked up because I was watching my uncle, making a fuck ton of money, having a family, having a house. His kids both got cars, and it's like he like, hey nephew, you in college? You want to get a crib? 2-bedroom? I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to see like, damn, fuck, I had hope, you know. But I mean, honestly, black men don't cheat. But for those who do, I think it fuck it up for the mindset for the young black men that's watching them.
Right.
For the belief system, because it's like now some of us might believe like, damn, you know, I do want the family, but I also want, you know, to fly out the country twice a year and, you know, fuck some hoes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, that's a battle for me too at 26. Like, what's this?
So
shit
what
gonna
were you
look
gonna
like?
say, Tori? Because I feel
your
like we're
vote.
on the same.
Right.
I just feel like I grew up with my dad and my stepmom. They still are married. I'm 33 years old. They've been married since I was 11 months. So I didn't see the disrespect, but I saw the unhappiness. So it was, I never want to be unhappy in a relationship and then be thinking that it's right because you got the kids. Like,
Right.
I want-
Kids do not say
Just because you have the marriage doesn't
it,
mean
it
yeah.
doesn't, but it saved us. Like
Okay.
it saved, you know, like me. I know for sure, and one of my sisters, maybe not so, but it saved the people who I feel like that they were thinking of in the long run. And yes, they love each other at point in times, but I can still see where they hate each other. So it's not where it's like completely loving, but it's not also the hate. So
Okay.
yes, even though I saw that, I want this, but do I really want it?
Right.
That's what I've always told myself. That's what I think I'm battling and I'm struggling with what's going on right now.
Right.
Because I see that they're not happy and still.
Damn.
About to be 34 years old in December.
Okay.
Like, and it's all right.
All
Like,
right. Yeah.
you know, like, okay. Like,
Right. So at the same time, you didn't grow up in a home where they were happily married, is what I was saying.
yes and no, but it's like I didn't see the cheating. I didn't
But
see,
you said they were unhappy.
you could see the unhappiness
Unhappiness.
between each
Yeah,
other. how
that's
they
the same
speak.
thing. That's
How
not
they
a
speak
negative
to each
though.
other.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So like how they're speaking. I didn't see my dad I would never see that. You know, and even with my mom, I would never see that. Even though
But for you as a
feel
child to see that they were unhappy, that's
just probably something I probably picked up. A lot of
that's
kids
major
probably
though.
just
Like so.
you know.
Well, I
but-
think it boils down to we all have choices. So I feel like, and I'm using this number. I got people came against me for saying this number, but I feel like after 25 years old, you cannot go by what you experienced as a child. You need to go heal. If you are, let me just finish. I know, I'm gonna get backlash for it, but I'm saying, I'm just saying, like, I feel like at 25, if you're still talking about what affected you at 12, now you're going to be projecting that onto other people.
Hell yeah.
So you have to take responsibility and accountability for what you've gone through. So that means you have to do the work on you. Because at 25, you're at that time, for most people, you're trying to connect to other people. You're trying to find someone that you can connect with, marriage, have babies, all of the above. And it's like, if you didn't do the necessary work on you, now you're going to project that onto somebody else. And then, God forbid, you have a child. So now you've projected that on the child. And now that has snowballed onto that child's child. And now this is a generational curse because you did not do the work at the root. You get what I'm saying? So
all of that.
you have to do it.
in the city.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the city.
Atlanta, listen, on the crazy.
Right. But I feel like you have to personally do the work. And if at 25 or older you're still talking about something that happened at 12 years old and you're saying, well, I didn't have a dad in my life, so that's why I'm a bum ass father. How is that going to be productive in your life? How is that going to be productive in your child's life? Because now you're projecting that because you didn't have a father, so now you ain't going to be a father.
Right.
No, take accountability for your actions. Take accountability
And make
for
a
your
change.
healing
Yeah.
and make the necessary change so that you're not spewing that energy onto the next generation. Because deadbeats tend to grow up other deadbeats because they did not do the work.
Right.
But when you actually do the work, now you are projecting positivity. You're projecting accountability. You're projecting responsibility onto that next generation. So when my future daughter connects with your son, she's going to have an actual decent man and not have to go through all these other childish, foolish things trying to figure out if this man is monogamous or not monogamous.
Hello. He just ended this on a great note. And I hope y'all were listening and taking notes.
Or rewind and listen.
Send it to a friend. Send it to a deadbeat.
Right.
Shout out to Tori. Tori, you gave me the alley. You gave me the alley on that.
Somebody who is really needing to heal, because he said a lot.
Facts. Yeah.
He definitely
I
did a
think
lot.
we all need to figure out ways to try to heal. Seek therapy, whatever.
Therapy is
Self-care,
important.
all
Past
of
traumas,
that.
yeah.
Like,
Therapy is important, y'all.
it's a lot.
And as
in
color
the world.
folks, stop thinking that therapy
Right.
is the
Right.
best thing. It's
Yeah.
not.
And Jesus
Us
is
folks
good,
like
but
the
it's not
opposite.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
That
is
part.
good. I know all the black people
That
talk
part.
about, I'm going to just go pray it off. No.
No, because if you ain't doing the work yourself,
You gotta do the work.
you ain't doing the
You
work.
gotta do the work.
Jesus said, "Don't be
Baby
dumb."
girl, baby boy.
Yeah.
My parents are psychologists.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to
It's
do
a
the
lot
work.
going on in Atlanta, y'all. I think we need to get out of here.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm glad I keep
They
Jane on my
racing down the
side.
street
I don't know what's
too,
going
y'all.
on.
We.
Pray for us.
Right.
I just want to make it home safely
Right.
to my date if we still got a date. But no, y'all make sure y'all check us out. We're gonna drop his social media handle as well.
sure.
Tag and everything. We're gonna have Ben's information in there as well. Make sure y'all check him out and purchase that tequila because
It's on point.
Fire, fire.
I'm not even a tequila drinker. It's on point.
It's
It's on point.
Listen, turn the Henny niggas to tequila.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
Atlanta
we gotta
Scoop, hey,
go.
y'all ready to get on the Atlanta Scoop, y'all, to see what's going on?
I gotta go.
Sheesh.
Right, we might be posting ATL Scoop tonight.
Right.
But yeah, until next time, you guys. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
I'ma show you pretty ass.